Hi guys, welcome to another video rant. This is Dark Truth. Today, I just want to be talking about. I want to be talking about the fact that if you work a 9 to 5 job, I am very sorry to say, but you are indeed a slave to the capitalist system. And you may be wondering, well, that's a very extreme way to put it. Well, it's bloody true. It's the truth. Um, and hopefully, by me talking about this, I hope to inspire you to make a change and to try your absolute best to not be an employee, work for yourself, be self-employed, make decent money working for yourself, work the hours you want whenever you want, so you don't end up in this hamster wheel just slaving away just like everybody else, making some rich man even richer than he is. And I'm not saying that if you work a 9 to 5 job that I don't respect you, or that you're a loser per se. But I just want to enlighten just how just how shitty your current life is, because you have to wake up 5 days a week or even 6 days a week, having to work some job that you don't particularly like, and getting paid a standard salary, which you can barely make a living these days because of how much inflation has risen over the past 30 years. And I just want to, make you realize what the situation is currently, and why I strongly believe that you become self-sufficient and you start your own company, work for yourself at the very least, and not have to rely on some shitty boss who's going to boss you around for a third of your life and make your existence just boring and not fun, like most of us living in this world. And it's funny because when you're a child, when you're in your first few years of your life, as a child living in a like a middle in a middle class family, um you live a very comfortable childhood, you get given everything you want. All you have to do is go to primary school and just get to hang out with other kids, play with your toys, and this is when you have the best time of your life. In fact, when you're just starting out in life, you're a kid. Everything is done for you. You handed everything to you on a silver platter. um and then you transition to uh you know you transition to secondary school, and things start to get a little more difficult. Things start to get a little more annoying. You go to secondary school. You start getting, you know indoctrinated by the system. These teachers teaching you that you need to study hard. You need to study hard and do all your, get good grades, so you can, make a living and work for slaving away for other people. um and you're like, shit, well, I've been so comfortable. I've been having such a great time up to this point in my life, and now all of a sudden I'm bombarded with the fact that, you know I'm pressured to perform well in school so that I can get good grades, and just get a job so that I can now, since well get a job and start slaving away. I personally don't see why that is fun, and a lot of people will be like, "Oh well, dude, this is really normal, bro. That's how life is. That's what most people's lives are. You just have to suck it up and do it." Well, for the first thing I'm gonna use to counter that is, well, I didn't choose I didn't choose to come to this planet, and I didn't choose to want to spend my life, having to slave away and work the majority of it, whether I want to or not. You know, um, if I if I if I'm born into a world out of my own will, I feel like I am entitled to spend that life how I want to. And unfortunately, 95% of the world's population is reliant and forced to confide and depend on a system that is increasingly more difficult to live in. And it's just so depressing how when you transition from teenage to adulthood, you already saw it coming in teenagehood, but when you're an adult and you work your first job, it just hits you like a fucking truck. Um, you're the and if you're not doing a job you love, if you're not doing something you love in this world, then life hits you like a truck. You start to become less happy because you realize you have to work jobs you don't want to do in order to make ends meet. And if you find life outside, if you just find life boring, plain and simple for what it is, then you're not going to enjoy this time in the world. Enjoy your time in the world. And some of you would be like, oh well, working a 9 to 5, as long as as long as I can work and provide for a woman I love in my life, and I can protect and provide for her, I can start a family and derive my happiness that way. Well, I'm very sorry to say to you that you can't rely on that anymore, because the feminism virus has spread to every single woman in the Western world. And these women are not going to be there for who you are. They're not going to love you for who you are. They're only going to be loving you for what you can give to them and what you can provide them at the very moment. They're never going to love you unconditionally. And that's the thing. And, you feel like you're on top of the world, you're with a woman you love. And then, uh, you know, if that relationship could last a few years, you think you're living the best life ever. You cope with your work situation because you've got a loving family. Well, guess what? Most relationships, after a couple years of being with that woman will soon start to make your life a living hell. She'll start um, withdrawing sex from you. She will eventually get bored of you, divorce you, take half your earnings that you worked so hard for. And most of these women will never have had to never financially contribute in the relationship to begin with. So they take that wealth just for existing and just because they wanted to go their merry way from you. And so relationships can't be used as a cope to working jobs you don't like. The work is shit as it is. Relationships are down the drain as it is in 2024 for men, especially if you're an average of sub 5. There's no way you're ever going to get the girl of your dreams to commit to you if you don't have the looks and the money. And even if you have money, I would never recommend getting in a relationship because, these bitches only want you for what you have, as I said before. So, and I mean, if you do work a job and you love to go every single day and you truly love what you do, you don't get sick of it, that's nice. Keep living that life that you want to live. As long as you're living the life you want to live, keep doing it. Keep doing it. I encourage you. And you can go and you can die when you're old. You can be resting on your deathbed saying, "Oh, I did what I wanted to do in this life." And if you were happy being a slave for your in this life, then good for you. But for those who feel trapped in their current life at the moment, and want to get the most out of this world, because obviously working a job you don't like, having to put up with people around you in your life that you don't want to put up with, and finding everything to do outside work boring, um, then it's like you're in a cycle of eternal boredom and you're just rotting away in life, not having any fun. And I think, and a lot of people are in my current situation. That's what I feel at the moment, and I'm putting in the effort to escape from that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm trying my best to get. I've been learning to trade for about like a year now. I've been studying the markets, and I've actually started to give trading a proper go. I have a bankroll, and I'm trying to get this trading thing going off. And if it pays off, then I can have the life that I've always desired. I can work for myself whenever I want. I can the amount of money you can make in trading is infinitely scalable. If you have a huge bankroll, you're going to make a huge amount of money when you stick to a profitable trading strategy, which is what I've been developing for these past couple months. And if that takes off, then I can feel free in this matrix world. I can go wherever I want, do what whenever I want, do whatever I want, and um I can travel the world. I can meet my close friends. Unfortunately I only have two close friends, and they both live far away from me, which is really sad. But once I get that trading thing going, I can take those guys with me, and we can enjoy life and fuck a bunch of girls, uh travel the world, and just have fun, man. I mean, being stuck in one location, doing a job that you don't want to do, and being stuck in an internal loop of boredom and hell, it's just not what I want. I see life for what it is for most people, and I don't want to be part of it. And I hope you and I hope I'm awaking a desire in you to realize what your current life is, and change it for the better. Because the sooner you can get out of this matrix, the sooner you can work for yourself, not for someone else. You're gonna feel free, and you're gonna feel a lot happier, because you can actually now start doing stuff that you want to do whenever you want. You know, my recommendation is be self-employed, on something that you're very passionate about. Make sure it gives you the work-life balance that you desire. Um, if you're the type of person who wants to, you know, live in multiple places in this world, then I highly recommend it be an online job that you dedicate yourself to, so you can do your job wherever you want in this planet. That would be a hell of a dream, and that's what I want to achieve with trading, anyways. Um, and you know what they say: money is freedom, and time is freedom. So once you have the desired amount of money you want to live the life you want on your own terms, and you have a good work-life balance, you know, then that's when I can truly say you are winning in life. And I'd say people who are in, and I'd say if you are working a job you don't like, then you're not winning in life. And and regardless if you are in a happy relationship or not, that does not determine whether you win in life or not, be because you have to be honest. I mean, it's all in the statistics right now, and you can see it. You can see it everywhere. Just people's relationships don't last. Just because you have a relationship with a significant other, it doesn't mean that shit's gonna last, because most 9 times out of 10 it just isn't gonna last. I'm sorry to say, but these women are very, very deceptive. They know exactly how to get them they know exactly how to make them attached to you, and make them spend money on you, on them, I mean. And and when things go wrong in your life, she ain't gonna stick around. She's gonna leave you. Like, once you can stop entertaining her, she's gonna leave, man. Relationships are, rise of feminism, the decline of religion and moral values. Yeah, no, there's our grandparents' generation was the last generation where monogamy really used to be worthwhile, but not anymore. Not with these entitled, independent women these days. Um, but anyway, that's me deviating from the topic. So, bottom line is, I just want to say that if you're working a 9 to 5 job, you are a slave. Yeah, and you have two options. One of them is to escape this, become self-employed, make your own money, have time, location freedom, and live that life you want. Or you can be a happy slave away for a 9 to 5 job, but at least it's a job you love to do. So, I'll leave that up to you. And, I think I share the fact that, me and so many people in this world, we really, 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 really wish we weren't born in the first place to this world right now. But because we're born in this world, I just highly recommend you make the most of it, and you try your absolute best to enjoy yourself as much as you can, even though if things aren't, in your favor, you may, the society is just depressing, and it's there to contain us and make us slave away our lives. We can't make that society do that to us. We got to do our absolute best to break free, and yeah. And aside from this topic, I will be making my next video. I think it's going to be probably be on male relationships, like the decline of masculinity and people not having genuine friendships, the lack of genuine friendships in our society, Western society. That'll be my next topic. But yeah, if you agree with what I said in this video on 9 to 5s, essentially making you a slave to the system, like and subscribe would be very much appreciated. And the bottom line is, I just hope that I've motivated and encouraged you to start, you know, working for that life that you want to live, and ideally not have to rely on 9 to 5 jobs, because that shit is depressing as fuck. And that's unfortunately a life that most people have to put up with, and these people will be forgotten in generations to come, because 9 to 5, if you work 9 to 5, you're just like everybody, and your life will be meaningless. It'll be extremely meaningless. So yeah, comment down below what you think, and until next time, this is Dark Truth. Become the best version of yourself. Don't get into relationships with women in 2024, and work for a life you want to live. Until next time, peace.